This is Nick Baisley once again from FilmSnobbery.com here at the Orlando Film Festival in sunny, mostly, now dark, Orlando, Florida. And I don't know, I got nothing, it's late. But I am here with a phenomenal filmmaker. Tell him who you are.
All right, my name is Cedric Chabloz from Switzerland. I'm 25 years old and first time ever in Orlando for the Orlando Film Festival. So it's a great blessing to be here with you guys.
Thank you for being here with us, and thank you for getting here safely. And so let me ask you real quick, over where you're from, what is the culture of cinema like? I mean, you see mostly, is it a lot of American films, or is there a big culture of your native films there?
I would say it's pretty mixed up actually, because we have a lot of American films, going overseas. So I was raised, with all the blockbusters from the American continent. So I mean, I was raised with Rambo and Rocky and all those like big American super blockbusters. But I mean, we have a lot of American productions and we have a lot of European productions. So it was kind of a mixed up, kind of a mix. So I would say it's kind of the best of the both worlds. That's what I would say.
Well, you're here with your movie, so let's talk a little bit about your movie. Tell them what it is and what it's about.
All right, so this movie was actually my thesis film at the Los Angeles Film School. So I moved from Switzerland a couple of years ago. I went to the LA Film School, and my movie is a 15-minute drama piece about Jordan. Jordan is a 15-year-old kid, and he gets to a point in his life when he has to basically stand up for the first time in his life, against his dad, authority. His dad is a very, very strict person who wants the same education for his kid that the education he got when he was a kid. So the idea was to basically put two characters in very, very, very dark and very, very strong conflict. And that's a story basically every single person who works in the film industry or like in the music industry or who inspires to be an artist can relate to, because he has to fight for the first time of his life to basically be who he is. And he wants to be a dancer. He wants to basically, assume himself and express himself through the dance. And he's basically facing a wall, a big wall, and that's his dad. So for the first time of his life, he has to stand up and, speak for himself. So that was the whole conflict of the story. And that basically comes from a background, everything about music and film and artistry and being an artist. So that's basically, the whole story. The whole story turns around about this kid who wants to be an artist and who doesn't have anything on his side to be an artist. So that's the whole conflict.
Now let me ask you this: that some people might take that to be maybe somewhat autobiographical. I mean, was there anything in your own life that influenced that, this movie and how it was created?
I mean, for sure. I mean, I believe, some people say you always write the same song. Some people think you always write the same movie. I mean, that's kind of what I believe in. I mean, if I listen to all my friends, all my my family, I mean everyone I met since I was a kid, no one really believed in it. Like it's yeah, sure, go ahead, go to Hollywood, try to make something out there, but just make sure when you come back and get a real job, like a 9-to-5 job, and try to make some real money out of it. I would say it's very biographical, like project, because the idea is don't listen to anybody else than yourself. If you really want to make something happen, just go for it. Put everything you have into it. Put your heart into it, and you might get something out of it.
Now, what was the most important thing that you've gotten out of going to film school? I mean, rather than some people will go and just pick up a camera and start shooting. Other people tend to, will go to film school because they want the structure. They want to learn the technical aspects of film. What was your reason for going to film school, and what is the most important thing you took from it?
I think structure is the right word for me. The idea being, where I'm from, you have nothing. You have nothing like the amazing experience I had in Los Angeles. Meaning we have a few, art schools or like film schools, but I mean, once you go there, I mean, it's very artistic, it's very European, it's not a narration-driven education. You would learn how to do films, you would learn how to paint or whatever, but you would not learn how to actually make a story that works and get the technical tools to actually make it happen. So I think what I did by going to film school, I've always had those stories inside myself, since I was like 4 or 5 years old, I always loved like telling stories and like entertain my friends, entertain my family. But I needed like the technical tools to actually make it happen and put it on screen, like go from paper to screen. Mm-hmm. And I think it's the most amazing experience I've ever had in my life. And it started 2 years ago and it keeps going forward and forward.
Now you started in Switzerland. Now you're over here you were over in Los Angeles. Now you're over here in Orlando, Florida. How are you enjoying yourself here at the festival?
I am loving every single bit of it. I mean, we flew. I'm here with my girlfriend. We flew over from Los Angeles. We got here. The Orlando Film Festival is an amazing festival. Dan is absolutely an amazing human being. The selection is absolutely amazing, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm enjoying every single bit of it. That's the number one reason why I'm doing this job. And I'm saying job, but it's not even a job. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you're enjoying yourself every single minute, you're not working. So that's the amazing thing about what we're doing.
And what's next for you?
I'm actually working on my own feature right now that I'm hoping to, I'm going to shoot that feature between Los Angeles and Switzerland. So I'm really, really hoping to actually bring the American industry back to Switzerland, because there's nothing such as, like a big production back there. So that's the project I'm working on right now. I'm writing, I have finances, I have people supporting myself, in Los Angeles, California. And I'm basically putting together this project. I'm hoping to get it up the ground within the next year or maybe year and a half. And I want to shoot 40% here in Los Angeles, back there in Los Angeles, and then like the 60 remaining percent in Switzerland, and try to bring something amazing that people never seen before in Switzerland.
Well, I want to say congratulations on getting here. Congratulations on your appearance here at the festival specifically, and good luck getting, being in both places and bringing something new to someone. I think that's part of what independent film is all about, is sharing new experiences and getting not only your artwork out there, but making a stand, taking your message and bringing it to people who might not hear it. And if over in Switzerland they're not used to having a larger budget type of feature film, but you're able to bring that to them, I think that is well within the spirit of independent film. So thank you very much for that.
And thank you very much for being one of the few people who actually give a voice to independent film, because that's very, very important to us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much, and it's my pleasure, because I wouldn't have a job if you weren't working.
Yeah.